Hey guys, so it's me, Kiani. Today's video, I'm so excited to be sharing my first impressions with this Tarte Shape Tape Contouring Concealer. There's been a lot of hype about this concealer going across YouTube, so I wanted to try it for myself. I ran to Ulta yesterday because that is where this product can be found exclusively. It's $24.99, and let's see, on the box it says it's cruelty free, and it has invigorating ingredients of shea butter, sunflower, peony, licorice root, and vitamin E, so it should be very, very soothing. And I wanted to read the claims of the products, but they are not on the box, nor are any of the claims on the bottle itself. So I'm just going to have to take it for my devices and see if the hype is worth it for this product. The shade I'll be testing is tan. I believe there are 6 different shades in this product. And before we go into super diva mode, like why did they expand the shade range? You really don't need to. If there's 6 colors, really, if you are very, very rich in complexion, the deepest shade should work, because the concealer is actually going to be used more so to conceal as well as brighten. And the lighter shade, i.e. the same thing, I'm using the shade tan because I don't want it to be too bright. And when I tested I want to say medium deep, or maybe even the deep shade, it went a little bit red. So I'm really going to just hope this tan is going to be my shade. I have gotten a little bit of sun in the past, but as for right now, all I've done is use my traditional Estée Lauder skincare. I believe those products in the description box. So let's get into this first impression. So my mind goes to really try this product. Do I want to use my color corrector before I use the concealer? Because that is traditionally the way that I would try a concealer. So I would apply my color corrector, then I'll apply my foundation, and then I would move into concealer. But I really want to give this product a shot because a lot of the hype has been around this product being an all-in-one. It's really scary because when I open this product up, this big buck foot applicator, like, this is ginormous. It's huge. I'm gonna give you guys in comparison the Estee Lauder Double Wear Concealing Wand next to this Tarte Concealing Wand. Like, that's insane. Look how big that is. If you go toward your eye area with just this applicator, I think it's going to probably apply way too much. So I'm going to be very strategic with how I apply it. And you know what the heck, I'm just going to go ahead and apply my foundation, and then I'm going to come back and use it as a concealer just the way it should, so we can really give it a fair shake. Okay, just going to apply my Double Wear foundation really quickly. You're wondering, this is the shade Bronze in Double Wear. From what I've seen with the reviews, people are going absolutely crazy and saying that it gives like the fullest coverage. So I'm just going to kind of swab it off and remove the excess. Now what's crazy is I didn't get a lot of excess off of the applicator as I thought I would, so I just kind of cleaned it off a little bit. Right away I'm thinking that's a pretty good design because there is kind of a stopper stuck in here, so it's not allowing you to get too much product out. However, that might present a problem when you're starting to run out. You're probably going to have to pull that stopper out to get the rest of the remaining product out. So I'm just going to do a touch. Yeah. And just kind of pack it on. It feels like it's a little, it's drying. It's not as luminous by any means as the any of the illuminating concealers. So just consistency wise, I kind of like it. I'm just going to pounce it out with a damp beauty blender. It is on the chalky side, so just kind of be careful when you blend it in. Yeah, I'm not wowed right away. I'm not wowed. Right now, I'm not wowed. I have to say, right away, just looking at it, it's going on the gray side to me. And just by looking at it just as a single application, I'm really not seeing what the hype is about. This is first impression. So I'm thinking I'm going to change my strategy, and I'm going to go into my NYX Pro palette, and I'm going to go ahead and use a little bit of color corrector on this side, and maybe that's going to give me a better concealing application. And I'm out of my favorite shade right here, so I'm going to mix two of these. I'm going to use the darkest orange, and then I'm going to go into the pale yellow and kind of color correct this just a little bit before I do the concealer. Because oftentimes, you know, we get disappointed with the product because it's not really designed to do what we're wanting it to do. And I think I kind of, with the first impression, you can get a little carried away with what the product does initially. So you really have to learn how to make it work best in your makeup routine. So because I normally do apply a color corrector before I apply a concealer, even if I'm trying a new concealer, it's probably best that I just stick to my normal habits. Because really, I'm not replacing the application process, I'm really just including it into my process. So now, let's see. Because you really don't want to overwork the product. I think that's where a lot of the discouragement comes from when you're trying a new product. You're overworking it. And I'm just going to kind of let it settle. Now I can really see that I'm getting that brightness that I wanted. Because really, because you think about it, right here in this inner cave area of the eye, it's so sunken that concealer is going on top of something that has almost a gray undertone, a gray or blue undertone. And when you swap concealer on top of it, it's really going to make it look milky or gray. That's what I'm getting right here. Even up under these lights, using this product solo, I don't see that it's giving me the best coverage. However, using the color corrector, now I have a little bit more brightness. Can you see the difference there? Alright, so I'm going to give that a chance to dry. I'm going to go ahead and just go on top of this. And you know what? You know better, so you do better. So let's just do this as a color corrector. Just fix that. And even having to go back on top of it with another product, it is allowing me to blend it in, although this beauty blender is damp. And now I'm going to go back. And I'm really just going to concentrate right here in this cave area of my face. I am liking that the product is drying. Oh God, it's pretty now. That's pretty. I'm liking that it's matte and dry. And I'll tell you why, because not only do I have like tiny fine lines underneath my eye area, but I also am pretty puffy most days when I wake up, and it's right now about 10 o'clock in the morning, so some of the puffiness is subsiding. However, a lot of days I have really early makeup jobs that I'm literally, you know, in someone's face before 8 o'clock in the morning. So me applying a dewy concealer is not really going to be the best situation, because it's almost like I'm highlighting the bag. Just using a matte concealer, you will get that concealing coverage that you want and not really illuminating the bag. Just for setting purposes, not that I think I'm really going to need to set this, but just for longevity purposes, I am going to set the under eye with the RCMA powder. And I will link in the description box my creaseless concealing technique. And ironically, I am using a Tarte concealer, which is the Maracuja concealer. I freaking love that concealer. So I'm hoping that this gives me a similar wearability, better wearability, because sometimes that one can still be a little sheer. And I still have to use a color corrector with that as well. But you can see what just happened, like that worked, right? I'm just looking at it, and color corrector, I think kind of helped it out a little bit. But just looking at it now, I'm going to go ahead and apply the rest of my makeup. And just want to keep this look really, really natural today. I'm going to just kind of go over it with a little bit of my Chanel powder. I'm going to fill in my brows just a little bit. Going to just use a little bit of my VISEART palette just to create a little natural smoky eye, something light and pretty. Gonna apply a little bit of my Chanel Maestro Illusion Ombre, whatever. Let's go back to an oldie but goodie. I'm gonna grab my NYX liner. Little small wing. And then I was given these lashes by Tokiolashes, and the style, these are mink lashes. These are mink lashes, and I've already pulled them out of the container and I've trimmed them to scale, so I'm going to apply these. Aren't they just the prettiest things? They're so cute. Before I do that, I'm going to apply a little bit of my Sumptuous mascara in black, so you can really forego lashes if you want. A good tip, apply your adhesive to your falsies before you start to apply your mascara. That way you'll give your mascara enough time. That way you'll give your adhesive on your lashes enough time to dry. And also apply your mascara as if you're not going to wear falsies. That will give your falsies something extra to attach themselves. And you can just pop them right on really, really easily. So just some good pointers to add there. And really with this look I don't need falsies, but just for the additional wow factor, I'm going to apply them. I kind of tap off the extra adhesive just to make sure that it doesn't ooze all out into my eyeshadow. Kind of fan them once more. Just looking at the viewfinder, that concealer is working nice. Tilt your head back. Press down. That lash should attach itself. Next, I'm just going to do a soft powder contour. I'm going to grab my NYX palette, my contour brush by Chanel. I'm going to grab my newest product. This is by Marc Jacobs. It is called Kink and Kisses. Pretty. That's pretty. It has a real pretty airbrush technology to it. And she's cute. See how I just popped those cheeks? Do I want to do a highlight? Yeah, I want to do a highlight. I'm going to grab my Enlighten. This is Aura of Love. It's by Danessa Myricks. And I picked this up at the makeup show, and they were demonstrating this product using this KETT brush. It's the It is the S140. I'm just gonna grab a little bit of that, tap it off. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, come through, highlight. Ooh, she's cute. Ooh. Let's do that again. Ooh. See how just pulling it all together makes you love one product that much more, because it's that product to create that look. You see what I'm saying? She's cute. A little bit of my setting spray. I'll make sure all this pushes in together. Don't forget those bottom lashes. Let's do something with these lips. And I think I'm going to use this brand. It's called I Define Beauty Myself. It is by Real Her Cosmetics. Look at that. Right? Beautiful message from the company. And I'm going to leave the link to them in the description box. Oh my god, I love this look. This is so pretty. So yeah, here's the finalized look. I'm hoping you guys enjoyed this. You kind of got my first impression on the Tarte concealer, but it did roll into a full out blown makeup tutorial. And I'm glad that I kind of did this video this way, because oftentimes when you just test one product, you really can say yes or no to the product and really not give it the chance to create the entire look. So that's going to be my tip for you guys. Now you have to kind of decide if you want to try this Tarte concealer yourself. Right now I am giving it a thumbs up because it played in this look very, very well. I will say I'm definitely going to use my color corrector and then my foundation, and then of course the concealer. I don't think it's a standalone product by any means, so a lot of the hype has been around this concealer being creaseless and it's so brightening, as well as it being an all-in-one. I'm not going to say it's an all-in-one, for sure not, because you guys saw how I had to apply other products to create this look. That being said, I do think that I'm going to keep the concealer. I do think it's worth the $24 price point. It is only available at Ulta stores as well as Ulta.com. I will leave the link for the product in the description box. And yep, you have my first impression as well as the makeup look. I'm hoping you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you give it 2 thumbs up for more videos like this from me. And although I'm loving this look right now, and as well as my first impression and going through the entire look, let's see if it makes it into my August favorites. Now it's time for you guys to comment down below. Do you think that you'll be running out to purchase this Tarte Shape Tape? What about this look? Do you think that you will be attempting it? Make sure you comment down below. You guys know that I love to connect with you, so make sure you connect with me. Follow me on all my social media. Here's the links right here. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you have not already before you leave. And until next time, guys, thanks so much for watching. Hugs and kisses. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.